All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Real Estate Uncensored Marketing Roundtable. Today we are Gregless. We are Gregless, but we love him and we wish him well. He's probably going to be viewing us from the road going, look at these gentlemen. But today we put together a very, very, very powerful mastermind for you. We are going to put bullets down range. We are master classing. We are going to give you just high level bullets down range, what's going on, what you need in your toolkits if you're starting or wanting to go ahead and level up. We typically talk about things on this show where, oh, let's just get into some TikTok and kind of deep dive on some different things. But guys, you don't have time for that. We need you to get busy. We need you to go out there, be blessed and unstoppable. And we're just going to fire down range saying, is this in your business or not? Why not? Go do it. But I'm here today with my man, Nick Sakkis and Gene Volpe, two blessed and unstoppable human beings. You know them very well, and I love them very much. All right. So, but before we get into this masterclass, please go tell all your friends, hit the like button. We're going to drop some knowledge bombs on you. Please hit the like button. If you hit the like button and I like your like, you might be getting something from old Sarge in the mail. So
if I like your like, that's very meta. Yeah.
If I like your like. All right.
Very meta, he said.
Gene, you've got something on your mind that
I
you
do
wanted to
actually.
get off.
Yeah, I do. And this is it's pertinent to the topic for sure. But it's sort of out of line with how the show's going to go. But I wanted to start off with this because I think I'm super curious to you guys, your 50,000 foot opinion on this. I haven't really heard much about it, but I feel like it's a big deal. And I'm just curious as to your thoughts. And then we'll cut that there. And I kind of would like to get in it because I can't be the only one thinking about this. What say you on the Elon Musk Twitter situation?
Ooh.
I knew it was going to be something.
And let me say something. I wanted to see your faces because I said backstage, I want to ask this question. And of course, both of them got super nervous because usually my questions are way off color and, they're not usually
no
something
nervousness, ladies and gentlemen. Don't.
Come on. What
Nick
did you say? You said,
nervous.
Should I take down my logo?
Should I take my brand down for this question, Gene?
Yeah, should I brand down? I think we just started a new thing. Volpe's getting ready to get the stage. You might want to brand down.
Brand down.
Yeah, but I didn't tell them what the question was. That's what I was going with. Like I just super surprised them with it, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I think it's a big deal, and so your thoughts. Let me hear it.
Where are you at on this, Nick?
I love it.
I do too.
I absolutely love it. And the main reason why I love it is not because I'm a Twitter fan, right? And or am excited about using Twitter at a higher level because of what the possibility might be with Elon's non-censorship approach. What I'm thrilled about is the way that this is telling the entire world about the power of centralization and the conversation moving into Web3 and DeFi and the whole way that we've been living the past 10, 15 years with social media, where everything goes through one funnel and then comes back out. Because it is now, in 10 years from now, I don't think that there's going to be all these centralized social media platforms. I think we're moving into a different ecosystem. I think with crypto, with everything going on there. So with Elon bringing this to the forefront of people's minds about all this censorship that people kind of know about already with elections and, whatever side you're on, that's fine. But I like the idea that this is going into Web3 and DeFi and having that conversation about freedom of speech and doing what you want. So I love it.
It's interesting. My take on this is I'm just hanging out, eating popcorn, watching the show. There's been a lot of new platforms that have been built up because of some of the shenanigans that have been happening. And you know what? If the Rocket Man wants to go ahead and get into the game, he's going to do it. So we'll see.
I love the memes too. Have you seen the one where he's like, I'm buying Amazon next?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, bruh. Right? Jeff Bezos is like,
add to cart.
Yeah, add the cart.
Coming at you next. Add the cart.
Yeah. So I think this is super interesting. I think could be one of those landmark cases that sets precedent for the way things happen moving forward. I don't necessarily believe that anybody could make any platform 100% free speech. I just think it's too difficult with all the players and the advertisers and stuff. I'm interested to see how this really does play out. I mean, we have the Getters of the world. You got the what the hell was the platform before Getter? Blab, or not Blab? What's the one they just took down? They start with a P.
I don't know.
I
know Getter.
I don't know. Yeah,
the one right before Getter, after
Parlor.
Parlor. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you can see all the stuff that's going on with these things. It's just going to be tough to do. But I feel like Elon's throwing his middle finger up to the establishment. Like that's kind of what I like about it. I think he just went, look, I got enough money to mess around and start shaking trees and knocking birds and their tail feathers out. Let's see what happens. So I was just curious as to where your thoughts were on that. I think there's more to come on that for sure.
All right, you're burning up time for this marketing masterclass.
I'm sorry.
We're just sitting around babbling about things, right? So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please go ahead and say hello to Greg McDaniel somewhere out in the social sphere. Say, hey, Greg, where you at? Hey, Greg. Ladies and gentlemen, the Real Estate Uncensored Marketing Roundtable is also hanging out on reunation.com. And if you haven't gone to the reunation.com, I think you're missing out, because there's a whole bunch of cool folks over there doing a lot of cool shows, getting after it. So we love participating with you and sharing knowledge, and this is what we do for you. So we love our folks. Go to reunation.com. All right, so stick around. Right now, we are going to hit on all cylinders. We are throwing the gas pedal all the way to the floor today, and we're just going to fire on all of the things that you should have in your business. If you're starting new, if you are an existing agent that's struggling, what are the things that are going on right now? We're going to level you up today. So grab your popcorn, your pencil, and your paper. Nick, what is one of the things that we want to go ahead and fire off right now? What do you have to have in your business right now?
First topic would be brand presence, having a website.
Brand presence, having a website.
When people Google you, what happens?
That's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Website. So not just one of those broker type websites, right? Your broker says, here, I've got you. You want to have your own website, Nick, right? You control your own ecosystem.
Everybody loves the free websites. Everybody loves the IDX websites. Everybody, if you've listened to me for the past couple of years, you know that I'm anti-IDX, because as far as a unique selling proposition and or giving value to your consumer, there is no value in an IDX website. So unless you are running multi-$1,000 advertising, meaning $5,000 plus a month to just capture buyer leads who are searching online, to say that you're going to spend $3,000, $5,000, $8,000 on an IDX website to be your forward facing when you're not doing any advertising is outlandish.
Do you know where you at on websites?
I've come back around a little bit. There was a time there where I poo-pooed them when Facebook business page started to really take hold, and you could really get good reach with any kind of post or things you were doing on there. You could fit your IDX into there, into the, like on a tab. And I went through this phase where I was like, I just don't think. But for what I found is most people don't ever keep up with their websites from a content perspective. And so they get stale. And, when I look at it, I go, this dude's not even in the business anymore. He's got nothing up here. And the free ones, by the way, folks, anybody who's in the business or knows, they know when you have a free website. I mean, don't kid yourself, right? It's one of those things where you go out there. I can show you 5 custom sites that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, but they look different, right? It gives off a different vibe. I think we've made that turn back a little bit, where I think websites are more important than they were a couple of years ago. But I would also warn you that there needs to be content on there. So tie that into your YouTube channel, tie that into your blog, tie it into your Instagram, and make sure that you're putting content out there that makes its way automatically to that website. So if people are landing there, they're not just finding the house down the street that's going to sell in the next 2 days with 988 offers. I could do that on Zillow. So give me something that is going to keep my attention, whether it be your vlog or your pen and paper, your diatribes, whatever it ends up being. Make sure that content is up to date and it's relevant.
I'm going to brag a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to brag right now. One of my clever agents that's been underneath my wing for the last 1.5 to 2 years has been listening to Old Charge and masterclassing and powered up websites and all the rest of the good jazz, and just got showcased on EXP's Nationwide as somebody to follow as a role model. So mic drop. That one's got it. Moving on to the next. Websites are so mission critical, ladies and gentlemen. Having something that's beautiful, your brand, having vlogs, having blogs, having a back end type system where all of those different contact forms and landing pages. And I love it. Necessary. Most websites in the real estate space are terrible and garbage. So do it right. But that is your house. That is your restaurant. That is your business. So
also
websites.
too, so from a website perspective, like we talked about the free one the broker gives you. I mean, look, there's excellent IDX website platforms out there. I'm not like saying that if you have one, you know, I'm completely against it. There's excellent platforms out there, and there's a lot of brokers that offer excellent platforms. But as far as differentiation, unique to you, I can't tell the difference between these websites that 400 agents in your office have, besides a logo that might be a little bit different. Number one. Number two, from a protect your brand, protect your business perspective, everything's great until it's not great. So you rely on your broker and all the broker tools. If you want to get up and leave tomorrow, you're in a real pickle.
Yep.
Right. So having your own property that you can take from brokerage to brokerage, whether that's a WordPress website, whether that's a, you know, an individual or independent CRM company that has a website, having something that is uniquely yours and not dependent on the broker is always a good idea.
I'm going to go ahead and slip everything in here in a fun way, ladies and gentlemen. You can come over to our world and just for $497 one time, get a beautiful custom website with a Clever Leads account at no cost stuff behind it. And you're in the game. So tell all of your friends. Very important. All right, cool. What's next? Now that you have a website, what are we doing? Now that I'm in the game, restaurant is open. Where am I going? What am I doing?
Tony wants to know what the winning lottery numbers are this week because I said ask us anything.
You're gonna have to tune in.
Thanks, Tony.
You're gonna have to tune in to Real Estate America News tomorrow, Tony. We'll unveil the winning lotto numbers. Okay. Good. What are we doing after
what do you got?
So I think I'm gonna go with on this one. Ooh, I'm gonna answer this spam call live on the air. We could have some fun with the IRS. I would say go out and get yourself a couple of gadgets that work well with your phone so you can video. And what I mean by that is let's take the Rode. There's like a $59 Rode mic. I have a stabilizer that I use. It was like $24. You can get I also have the tripod / selfie stick that comes with a removable Bluetooth device that lets you stop and start your videos without having to touch the camera, right? Maybe a lav mic, but a couple of these things you can get into the game for $100 or less. And it's a space where if you have only a website and nothing else, you can start throwing some content up there that's relevant to your business or your locality, right? So it's just enough, because I think as we go down this path, a lot of the things we're going to tell you, at least from my perspective, we're going to tell you that you need for your business right now is going to be related in some fashion to video. And so you don't need to go out and buy $12,000 gear. You have a more than sufficient camera in your pocket that you carry around all the time. And now we just need a couple little devices to hook up to make that content look just a little bit more professional than your competition in your area. So that's what I'm going with for this segment of the show. Okay.
So I have a website and I'm going to get my camera and get my audios right so I can go ahead and produce some content. Nick, I'm shooting content. What kind of content do I need to go ahead and kind of put out there if I'm a real estate agent? What are some good
vertical content? So here's the thing. We're in a vertical revolution, right? There's pros and cons to that. The pro to that, super pro to that, is it only needs to be 3 minutes or less. So you don't need to think about an entire, be nervous for a whole week because you got to put together a perfect 20-minute video for YouTube. Having a YouTube channel is very important, and I'm not discrediting that. But if you haven't been in the game at all with video, I don't want you to start on YouTube. I want you to start on TikTok. I want you to start on Instagram Reels. I want you to be able to pull out your phone 2 to 3 times a day and just record something that you're doing, because that is exactly what people want to see now. And that can be the starting point. That could be the catalyst for the content generation for your whole entire ecosystem. So if you concentrate on one place, one platform like TikTok, you can repurpose those videos to every single platform and be omnipresent with just the focus on vertical video, because that is where we are and where we are going, and there's no doubt about it.
So everybody, if you haven't done it yet, go to runation.com and check out everything that's going on over there. Whoa, I just created something short, Nick. And while I'm actually shooting that video on some of those reels, should I be referencing maybe my home base, my business, where people can find me?
There should always be a call to action, right? But at the same time, I don't want everybody to think about video as a sell, right? We're really into storytelling. So the idea behind this 1 to 3 minute video is kind of like, if you're really good on Facebook stories, on taking pictures and doing the boomerangs and all that, like, just transition what you've been doing on stories as far as your daily thought process of what you're doing. Before a listing, you might have taken a picture of something that looks kind of funny and post that on your stories. That's what you're doing that day. Instead of just taking that picture, shoot a 30-second video. And by all means, I'm talking about 7-second videos go viral now, right? It doesn't have to be 2 or 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a long time. But right now, there's never been a better time to communicate with people on a vertical video basis, and you can repurpose that everywhere.
Okay, so I'm getting on social, right? I've got a website set up. I'm getting on social. I'm shooting some videos. What are a couple, 2, 3, 4 topics that I might need to go ahead and put on my website in my vlog section for videos? Like, what are some good topics I need to put there if I'm a real estate agent?
Gene, you want to jump in?
I got 50 million of them. So yeah. local things going on in geography, right? So one of the things that we talk about in the real estate space is becoming the expert where you live. So if I'm moving into, say, Tampa Bay, right? I want, or Tampa, if you will, I'm going to want somebody down there that knows the area in and out, right? So when I have questions about schooling and I have questions about some of the local restaurants, is there good golf courses, where am I going to, how far am I going to live to where I'm relocating for my job? All these things. I can't have somebody that goes, yeah, I just moved here 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I need somebody that knows the area, knows the neighborhoods, knows the ins and outs, right? So just that itself, you'd be able to produce 5 videos a week on just little things that are going on in your area. And like Nick said, they don't all have to be 7 minutes long. It could be go onto your local patch website, pull down some articles about some new craft breweries that are open in your area and go sample them and then do a review. Go out and reach out to a principal in a school and talk to them about the education system in your area. I mean, I could go on and on. Just talk to people and record it.
Cool. All right. So now I'm going to be shooting some videos that can go onto my vlog section, but I also need to host those somewhere. Now you're going to be in the YouTube world, ladies and gentlemen, right? Now you're putting up those videos on YouTube, getting them hosted onto your vlog section. So while you're out engaging with different people on different social platforms, socially, and they do go ahead and traffic back to your website, there's some also video infrastructure there that helps you build your brand and gets things going. So far we've got websites, very important. We're obviously shooting some content so people can go ahead and see us. We're doing some social media work. We are definitely throwing up some videos on YouTube, and we're bringing those back to our website in our blog section.
So I got one thing to piggyback on that. If you are going to spend the time to do professionally recorded video, right, and you want something to represent your brand on your website and or a trailer on your YouTube channel, if you're not really producing a lot of content, I want you to think about your core story video. And what I mean by that is who you are, what you do, why you got in the business, and basically who you are, right? So when people know who Nick Sakkis is, people know who Gene Volpe is, who Jake Wolfe is. Some people do. There's a lot of people that don't, right? So when they consume our content, they get to know us. If you don't have hundreds of videos out on the internet for people to know you, then when they stumble across you, why would they want to work with you? So having a really good, I don't like to call it an about me video because it shouldn't be selfishly just you tooting your own horn like I won all these awards or anything about that. It's your core story, your origin. you know, where did you grow up? What did you do? How did you get to this point? Why are you in the business and do what you do? That type of, and that could be a 2 or 3 minute video. But if you're going to do a professional video for the front page of your website, think about that, spending a lot of time having a core story video.
Okay. So, and we haven't even talked about advertising yet, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of people get in, Nick, Gene, they go, all right, I got to do some advertising, right? Obviously, right? Every business does need to promote themselves. But if you are promoting and advertising yourself and you don't have a good brand presence, a good home base with some good content, like these gentlemen just went ahead and shared, a lot of times you're going to waste some dollars and people are just going to pass you by, right? You want to get some things so that it's sticky. All right, good deal. All right, gentlemen. So I'm on YouTube and I've got my videos set up. I've got my websites, and now I'm going to get social. I'm going to start maybe talking, joining some different groups, and, you know, just kind of churning the water and communicating with folks. That's vitally important in your business. When do I get into advertising? Where would be a smart point in this business kit to get into advertising?
That's a loaded question.
After your first commission check. It takes money to make money. So I don't know. That's a tough question. And I say that only because the majority of the people that are watching this probably wouldn't know where to start. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I just think that there's so much more to the advertising space than what most people really understand. And so I'd highly recommend first that you get yourself a commission check and then maybe bring in a strategist like Mr. Sakkis or Mr. Wolfe to really, even if it's just a consult, maybe, you know, you don't have to pay them on a monthly basis, but like draw up a diagram and a platform and a program and a process for, this is where I want to target. Here's where it's going to go. Here's how much I should expect to pay. Once they go down that rabbit hole, what's at the end of the funnel, what happens to them at the end of the funnel, because, you know, there's going to be people that sign up that you're going to have to chase that never respond, but you want to keep them in your wheelhouse. So there's like, you know, there's so many things that go on there. That's the reason why we make $500 and $700 an hour in some cases, because it's not easy to do. Right. So I don't know. I think I would probably do a couple things before I started advertising, like maybe close the deal. That's just honest.
Well, we're not talking about if the people are financially constrained or not. We're almost talking about getting the toolkit set up in a position to where then advertising makes sense to deploy, because we're talking about a process here, right? So Nick, at what is the right stage to go ahead and actually start performing advertising? What do I need to get all established?
I think, right, you have a place to drive traffic. You can obviously do lead form ads on Facebook or Instagram. You can do lead form ads on Google now. But having a place, having that home base, having a strategy as to I guess the one thing that I see the most is we listen to podcasts, we hear somebody talking about this one revolutionary ad, right? Everybody wants the secret sauce to like the 5-cent lead or the 50-cent lead or whatever, but they don't know, like Gene said, the overall strategy behind it. So you end up putting into action an ad that you heard somebody did, and then it didn't work for you because you didn't know the full strategy behind it, right? So really getting crystal clear on what is the intent of these ads. I see a lot of people that will just go ahead and boost a post, and then they're scratching their head why they're not getting any leads from a boosted post. A boosted post is telling Facebook that you just want engagement. You want people to like and share. So when I get that call from an agent, like, I spent $500 on a boosted post, I had all these likes and comments. I don't understand why I didn't get a lead. Everybody loved it. Well, those are the people that Facebook targeted, the people that liked and comments, not the people that actually fill out information to give you a lead, right? So the first step is that establishing video, right? So we're establishing some video. The most powerful thing you can do from an advertising perspective right now is launch video campaigns and then retarget the people with a call to action that have watched or consumed some of your video. There is no, and there's different degrees to that, right? There's different levels to that, but at a very base level, a video view campaign, whether that's on YouTube or Facebook and Instagram or TikTok for that matter, retargeted to people. So you're building an audience through video views. They don't have to click anything. They don't have to do anything. They're just consuming you for 3 seconds or more. Now they're put into a different audience, and then you are sending those people another ad altogether that is a core offer, a unique selling proposition. And Terrence mentioned right in the beginning of the show, I don't know if he's still here, I'm trying to pick up a few tips from you guys to reach out to my sphere. I need some sellers. Unique selling proposition, right? You need to have a product to sell. So what is your product? You can't just be an agent. I represent 47 different zip codes and I can help you do anything. That's not clear to anybody.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about messaging, right? In multiple things, right? So you have to communicate. Advertisement is a way to communicate. Email is a way to communicate. We're going to talk about list building here and some of these strategies, right? So if you don't have a unique selling proposition, we are moving into a know, like, trust type content model. And the best way to do that, ladies and gentlemen, pick a topic, educate your audience on what's going on. Be that educational ambassador in your marketplace. So educate on buy side, sell side stuff, things that are related to your business, things that are related to your local marketplace. Anytime you can go ahead and find somebody who has a struggle, now all of a sudden you can go ahead and identify what is the problem, what is the cause of that problem, what is the solution, and what are the benefits by using you to go ahead and assist. All right.
If you think about it in terms of $5, right? You've probably heard this before. I don't even remember who I heard it from. But when you provide $5 of value on a video, like if you can think in your mind, when I create this video, would somebody pay $5 for it? Would they be happy about the content that I consumed from this video for $5? If you have that mindset every time you turn on the camera of how can I put $5 of value into somebody's mind, you are going to take off like a rock star because you start thinking about the other person, right? That's one of the most challenging things on video is to not just think about yourself, but the perspective of the person watching you, because nobody cares about you. They only care about themselves, right? That took a long time. You know, one of the reasons when I was first scared of public speaking, like, because you're so nervous about what everybody thinks. As you get older, you realize nobody thinks about you. They're only thinking about themselves, right? So having that perspective.
As you get older, you're like, hold my beer.
Watch that. Right. So it doesn't matter. But the video side of things, provide as much value as you can. And like Jake said, information, but not just at I'm the greatest person ever. It's got to be the agents who are crushing it right now are really ambassadors for their neighborhoods. They're out and about. They are touring. They are telling people the difference between this neighborhood, that neighborhood, how much it costs to live here, coming from this state, that state. I mean, real good quality information that if somebody's searching online for how much does it cost to live in Tampa, your video is popping up with $5 of value or more.
Okay. So we've heard a lot about content and video. Obviously, it's important, ladies and gentlemen, right? So if you missed any of this stuff, this is going to be recorded. Go back, take a listen. We want you to be thinking today about, do you have these things implemented into your business? And if they're not there, they should get implemented in some form or fashion. All right. So advertising. I'm all set up. I'm advertising out to the world and I'm driving awareness back towards my personal brand. And I want to make sure that people have a good experience and understand who I am when they get there. So that's important, that website. Gentlemen, email building strategies. Is that important? Should I be trying to maybe put out some things in exchange for an email? And then should I be using email? Gene, where are you at on this?
Email's so 1987. Who cares?
Who cares?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I think it's you know, I'm one of these guys, right? I think the more tools you have in your tool belt, the more exposure you're going to get. Here's what happens. There's people that if you think email's dead, there's dinosaurs out there that are still reading your emails, right? So like I want to have all of the things that I use in my marketing on every piece of marketing that I do, so I can allow the consumer to pick and choose where they want to consume my content. I'm going to put stuff out there in an email format all the time, newsletters, what's going on, check out my latest podcast, look at the latest videos, all these things, because there are going to be people that watch that stuff. And then when it's time for you to send your USP out to folks and drag them down that rabbit hole, they're now watching that. It's just like social media. If you're not there, they're not going to find your next ad, right? But if you're there every single day, all day, they're looking, watching, following. Oh, there's an ad there. I like this. Maybe I'll get the free ebook. Use your email the way you do with the other stuff. It's hard work. It's like cold calling. You know how cold calling works. You call 100 people. 7 of them are going to pick up, 5 of them are going to curse at you, 2 might have interest. You have to go through those numbers. Your email, people say to me all the time, I only get 26% open rate. That's pretty good, man. Keep it up. There's 26% of your 100 people that are watching your stuff, and sometimes multiple times. So yeah, yes, it's important. Yes, it is.
Nick, what kind of things should I be doing, or what should I be saying to somebody to get them to go ahead and enter their email address on one of my landing pages or my website?
So that would be called a good old lead magnet, right? Something of value. Again, is it you might be more familiar with like an ebook. What if you just did a cost sheet analysis, right? Of different neighborhoods, and if somebody's looking for new construction, what if you put together an e-guide of all the HOA fees and CDD fees for said communities in your area? You think people that would be looking for new construction might like that diagram, that breakdown, right? Anytime you can give away something for free that you work on. So think about it this way. I say $5 of value. It's the same thing. We live in a society now where if it took somebody an hour or 2 hours worth of work to research, but you can consolidate for that in a 30-second video or a 1-minute video and or an e-guide that they can read over in a minute, you're going to win, right? Because you're consolidating time for people. That's very valuable.
Sure. So also, the ask for an email is always a transaction, ladies and gentlemen. It is an exchange of goods. I'm going to give you my email address. What are you going to give me in exchange? So think about it. New construction strategy is phenomenal. Love those landing page sets. Nice little quick video that says, hey guys, my name is Jake Wolfe. And you know what? I've got relationships with all of the new builders here in the local marketplace. We've broke down all of the things you should be thinking about, the new models, some of these pictures. Hey, enter your information below if you guys are thinking about getting into new construction. And I'm going to send you out our whole new construction guide so you can be informed and educated in the local marketplace. If you need us for anything, let us know. We've got relationships with all of those different new construction offices. Have a blessed day. Boom.
Right. I want to add something to that real quick. So one thing I was thinking about, because Tony Babs is talking about MailChimp is excellent for email and tracking, right? And he made me think of something. So one of the things I would do from an email perspective, and I'm only saying this company because this is one of the companies that I use. There's probably multiples out there, and you don't even need to use a company, right? But video marketing. So BombBomb is one of these platforms that is super simple to use and that puts a little bit of an extra additional personal touch to it. You can do some crazy things with it for your clients that are right in front of you and for people that haven't seen or talked to you in a while. And the analytics behind that are awesome too. So just to give you an example, one of the things we do is Brian is really good at this. He'll send out an email and gives it a day or two, watches all the tracking, and he'll pick the top openers on that list. So there'll be 7, 8, 9, 10 agents, because we're targeting agents that actually will open it 6, 7, 8 times. And guess what? He makes a phone call. Hey, I saw that you checked that out. I'm just calling in reference to that email I just dropped. Are you interested in X, Y, and Z? And they're warm. They know who he is. They just saw his video 7 times. They're willing to have a conversation. So just another little tool I'd have in my toolbox when it comes to email.
We love email so much over here at Clever Leads. We built the SendGrid integrations right into the software so that all of the agents can set up their bulk email off their own domain. And we've got beautiful email template builders. And we teach all of these strategies all the time. We've got awesome templates as well. It works, ladies and gentlemen. It works to nurture. Okay. CRMs. Do I need one of those? Do I need a place? And what kind of things should I be thinking about? Nick?
An Excel spreadsheet, right? You need a list of people, and Jake laughed, but there's plenty of agents that still use a CRM that are old school, but have Excel spreadsheets to back it up, right? I think in general, and we've said this before, the agents that make the most money have the most friends, and part of your friends list is your database, right? So that is your list of people. You could go down a whole rabbit hole. We could do a whole hour-long training on CRM management, on tagging appropriately, on Dream 100, on, hot and cold. Like, there's so many different ways to slice that. But in the very first stage of just getting all your people together, everybody from your phone, everybody from your Facebook, from your social media, get their contact information, go to a company like Likely AI with Brad and do an append. Find people's phone numbers, find people's email addresses based on, you might only have an address, physical address. You need their phone number. Again, you can use Facebook Messenger as a CRM, right? You can call people inside Facebook Messenger. So at the end of the day, it's just having all of your people in one place that you can reference and put a plan into action. That's all a CRM is it enables you to put a plan into place.
Gino, where are you at on this?
I'm twisted on this one. I mean, you need it. You need it. I just don't think people have. I don't think people use it properly in a lot of cases. But yeah, I mean, you need a place to store your contacts, and for me, one of the best uses of a traditional CRM is when I have an idea that I want to pop off real quick. I'll shoot I got an idea about marketing. This will help my client base. Boom, boom, boom. I put it together, drop it in the CRM, fire it. Like newsletters, it's good for newsletters, which I think are important. Again, if you notice, this is just about really being in front of people as many places as humanly possible. If you listen to this show for 100 years, I've always said you go for the dude, you're everywhere, right? And that's your CRM, that's your newsletter, that's your social, that's the billboard, that's in your gym, hanging on the wall. That's, that's the idea. So just another necessary evil.
So without blowing my brand up to the very top floor on this scenario, if you're choosing a CRM, ladies and gentlemen, and if it is not behind your website, and if your website is not advanced tracking and does not have the ability to retarget and remarket with OTT, geofencing, and all social media scripts, I think you're out in the middle of the ocean without a paddle, period. So make life easy. That's what technology is supposed to do. It's supposed to ease your life, help you to go ahead and communicate to more folks. All right. So we've talked about the importance of website. You gentlemen said I need to get on social and start being social out there. We've got to shoot some videos. Videos can be on social, but also when somebody comes to the website, I've got to have some video content there. That just kind of helps explain who I am to different people. Blogs. Is blogs even a thing anymore? And should I be blogging? I mean, that was a kind of a thing in the past. What do I need to do about blogs?
You want to take that first? Or you want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, not after that answer. No,
I mean, I'm again, like, so you're torn about CRMs. I'm kind of torn about blogs, right?
Gotcha.
There's so much technology now with artificial intelligence that can auto write blogs that Google's gotten very smart. And you can't just spin up a blog like you used to and start ranking on page one. So in my mind, if I'm going to spend the energy to do SEO style content, and that's all a blog is, right? It's you putting your message out there, your brand out there in a fashion that people can consume visually, right? If I'm going to put that effort, I'm going to do it in video. And then I might have a vlog, right? I might have a blog on my website that's just a reference point to the videos and transcribed from all the videos that I do into that blog, and not worry about, because here's the thing, what I'm trying to get everybody to not be overwhelmed with is pick one thing, right? We're talking about a lot of different shit and it's overwhelming. So when we start talking about websites and video and social media, there's 10 social media platforms. What should I be on? And blogging or vlogging, there's one core thing that fuels everything, and that could be your vertical video. It's like if you take nothing away from this, you do 1 or 2 vertical videos every couple days, that turns into the vlog or the blog, right? That turns into your email that you send out once a week to your list. Hey, here's a couple of videos that I did this week, right? That turns into communication that you can send to people that come in cold that don't even know you off of an advertisement, or you can use those videos if they do well organically as an advertisement. So in my mind, that's where I'm at with it. There's just too much artificial intelligence right now writing blogs for you that I really don't think that's a big play anymore.
However, my take on this, and then we'll get to Gino. The blog is a place that needs to be on your website.
Sure.
Each one of those blog posts creates a sub-indexed page, which gives all of the different search engines, yes, an opportunity to go ahead and index that page as well. So now you've got more content out on search engines. All right. However, if you are emailing, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to produce an email, it might as well be that exact same blog post. Okay. So you can create the blog of information, write a short email that starts putting a couple of the chess pieces of the blog with a nice link that goes directly back to your blog. So now you're starting to share some content. And if those folks are interested in reading more, you give them the links, send them back to the blog. So that is a great strategy. But however, this is about things that you should be thinking about that you can add in that does help you level up. Okay. This isn't just, oh, I need that now. It's let's get there. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you at on this?
I'm bullish on this. I both agree and disagree with Mr. Sakkis on this one. All content should start with video. There's no question. But and sort of like what you said about the ease of use, like my job is to create as much content out of as little amount of time put into creating content as possible, if that makes sense. So what I would do, and I do from time to time, is create a 5 or 7 minute video on some things that are going on in my local neck of the woods. And then I would continue to make sure that I highlight specific key search terms like real estate in Tampa, real estate in Tampa, real estate in Tampa, real estate in Tampa. And I would, over time, have more and more videos that I now put up to Rev. And there's 2 types of transcription you can do, right? One is a real person, which is $1.25 a possum. $1.25 a minute. Right? I don't know what the hell it is, what I was just saying about a possum. But there's also AI, right? Which is less reliable, but I don't care at this point. It's 25 cents per minute. So for a 5-minute video, you're spending, I don't know what that even is, right? That's like $1, right? Something like that, $1.25. So I did say didn't I? So I always start with video. And then, so if I have let's just say a 10-minute video clip, I can chop that 10-minute video clip into 3 smaller clips. I can take audio out of that and create 3 to 6 audiograms. I can create a full blog or small blogs out of it. And then I can take, like Sarge said, portions of that blog, the written blog, throw it into my newsletter today. And if you want to read more, point them to your blog. And then tomorrow I drop the video into that newsletter. So that one piece of video is able to create 30 pieces of assets for your marketing space, which is the most difficult thing to come up with as a real estate agent, in my opinion. And for me, I'm always taking that 25 cents a minute and transcribing that shit, load that stuff onto my website. And listen, if nothing happens, nothing happens. But if Google's crawler finds real estate in Tampa one day when somebody's searching for it, because I have 30 pages with videos on it that say real estate in Tampa, it worked for me, right?
With video. So that's the important part, right?
Oh yeah.
I let me back up. So we're both bullish on that. What I don't want you to think is I got to make 3 TikTok videos a day and come up with blog post ideas and come up with separate emails to send
Nope.
that turns into a whole thing, right?
Agreed. Yep.
The pillar is the video. And so I just dropped a link for one of the most valuable, cheapest, and best places.
Dude, saw this last week. This is so
you
stupid.
should be, if you're an agent, if you have no idea how to do video editing and you want to turn a video into an audio form, if you want to turn a video into a written form for a blog, I think it's $25 a month is the base price. You can literally upload a video to this platform, Descript.com. I have no affiliation with them. I probably should. I use them. I don't even know if they have an affiliate link, but it's freaking awesome. You can literally edit the video. So I guess this is how it works. You upload the video, boom, here comes the video, and here comes the transcription, all the words at one time, like within seconds, right? You then edit the video based on the words. So you don't even have to know how to video edit. You would literally go in the paragraph and go, oh, I saw where I misspoke there, and you delete the words, and it edits the video for you.
Yeah, wait, you said that. Wait, you sort of said that backwards because it does it 2 ways. So say it again. So if you have a full video,
yeah,
and there's a part in there where you go, you can delete out that piece of the audio, and it also pulls out the video. Yeah.
Well, it'll automatically bridge the gap for those spaces for you if you want to. But it will also, if you have a sentence you completely go, I shouldn't even have said that. You delete the whole sentence and it edits the video for you.
All right, we're gonna have to roundtable this specifically another time. And
it is a good one, dude. That's a really good one.
Good. What absolute social media platforms that I should be on if I'm a real estate agent? Like
TikTok and Instagram.
Okay. Absolute Instagram.
Pinterest is a subtle killer that nobody talks about. So if you want to talk about SEO, we could do a whole Pinterest class. And obviously we've done LinkedIn classes before. We have, I forget her name.
Rhonda
She's
Scher.
a killer on LinkedIn.
Rhonda Scher.
Yeah, Rhonda. Business is important. But for me, it's TikTok, it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, depending on the person, right? And what they're doing.
Rhonda Scher is coming on Real Estate America News tomorrow, talking specifically about how to generate conversations with people that you are already connected to. She's going to teach that strategy in a 10 to 20 minute power. So you guys are going to want to tune in for Ms. Rhonda Scher tomorrow on Real Estate America News. We're going to have some fun on that edition. So very cool. All right. So I need a profile on LinkedIn. We talked about this before. LinkedIn is very Google friendly. So if somebody's searching for you, a lot of times that LinkedIn profile is coming up in some high-end searches.
And LinkedIn is almost, I mean, there's no other social platform that gives you as much real estate to promote yourself as LinkedIn. You think about TikTok, you get 3 sentences. Instagram, you get a couple sentences. Facebook, you could write your about me, but nobody reads it. The front page of LinkedIn, you can have featured stuff. It's literally a web page, a landing page for you to promote a lot of things for your business at a glance.
Hey, guys that are listening, if you're not friends with me on LinkedIn, come on over and let's be friends. All right. You're gonna see a whole new makeover start to go ahead and happen over there, all powered by Miss Scher. We're gonna do an audit on old Sarge's LinkedIn and start doing things well. So come watch that there. Okay, so LinkedIn. I need to be on Facebook. So those give me an opportunity to have like a business type listing, right? So my business page on Facebook, which is searchable. LinkedIn, same kind of a scenario, Google friendly. TikTok.
For me, you're on Facebook for the advertising.
Yeah,
it's still the most powerful for real estate agents. There's
I'm
no
glad you
place
said
to
that.
get. What's that?
I'm glad you said that.
Just for advertising purposes, right? It's not an organic, reachable platform. Having a Facebook business page doesn't mean anything anymore. But yeah, advertising is where it's at still for the real estate niche specifically.
Okay. So we've got a website. I need a CRM of some sort, or I need a list of different folks. We talked about where we can go get some data with likely artificial intelligence. We talked about maybe when the right time is to go ahead and advertise. Content, if it gets overwhelming, should I actually have a content calendar in my business? And what's the importance of that?
I think content is prospecting.
No, a calendar, content calendar.
Yeah, right. So like you create, if you only can do a video 2 hours a week, set it, record the video with a purpose, with a plan, and then you can use a calendar to schedule all that out in advance and drip it out. But it's only 2 hours worth of your time, right? That time block. There's all kinds of calendars out there. I mean,
good deal.
Social media content calendar, pick one. There's 20 of them that'll pop up on the front page.
Good. Postcards. When should I start thinking about postcards? Gene?
I think postcards have made a comeback. Gene, what do you think?
I think I'm making postcards great again. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think I don't necessarily know that they ever really went away completely. I think people pulled back a little bit, but again, another one of these things where there needs to sort of be a tangible call to action. If you're just sending postcards with your face on it, who cares? But if you got something you're giving away or an event you're throwing, or, I mean, how many postcards I get? Let me sell your house. Your neighbor down the street sold for 60 grand over ask. I know. Right? I know that shit. I don't care. Come at me with something that sets you apart, that's a little different, where it's going to make me look twice and go, oh, wait a minute, I got to see what this dude or this chick's doing.
A unique selling proposition, right?
USP. I think I've heard you say that before.
What is it? Nick, what is a unique selling proposition?
Jake, how would you get to that USP? How would you get somebody to go to a landing page from a postcard? That's tricky, isn't it?
Geez. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find that out, that is old Sarge's secret weapon, where we've gotten over an 80% engagement rate from postcards coming back to your business. So, Nick, I'm teaching that in private. That's only for the clever agents. All right. That is one of my secret weapons right now, where we are crushing our competitors. Total crush. What is a unique selling proposition?
It's something of value that it doesn't necessarily have to be exclusive to you. But it's a product. So I don't want you to think about it as it's an actual product that you offer, right? So instead of thinking about your business as just a service, how do you productize that service into something, again, the $5 value, right? How would somebody read something, capture their attention, go, my God, if I'm thinking about doing real estate, I got to call this guy because it's going to save me so much money. It's going to save me so much time. It's going to do something for me instead of just handing this guy a commission check.
Nick, what are some of the most powerful unique selling propositions on the marketplace right now that real estate agents can go ahead and get involved with?
I would take a look at what all the iBuyer programs are doing right now, right? The biggest companies out there are advertising ease, right? Instant offers or quick offers, free moving, which we can't say free anymore. But Jake might have something for that, right? Moving is a big hassle. So how do you eliminate hassle and or time and or expense from somebody's transaction? Package that up into a product, name it something. Hell, you can even trademark the name. And then now that's your thing.
Yep.
Look, what's the pain in the moment, right? No matter what market we're in, somebody has some kind of pain. And what can you do to eliminate or ease that pain in your space, right? That's really what we're talking about. Mortgage rates are up and there's no inventory. What's your USP in relieving that pain, right? You're not taking Benadryl for a headache. So what is the pain? What's your unique props position, right? To eliminate that pain, how can you do it? And then make sure as many people see that as humanly possible.
So save money, time, energy, pain, right?
Pain.
Those are all good things, right? And
if you can make people feel smart, that's even better.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. If you can make them feel smart. Good. Well, we're starting to go ahead and bust up here onto the top of the hour. We just wanted to go ahead and come in here today, ladies and gentlemen, and really get after a whole bunch of hardcore topics. If you need help with any of these things, contact these fine gentlemen. They are set up to go ahead and help you. And
did you just flash something on the screen, or did I have a seizure?
No, he did.
What?
It was one of those like popcorn in the movies moments. You know that makes you want to go. Oh, for some reason I gotta go buy popcorn. I don't know why, but I gotta go get popcorn.
Yeah. That was an awesome plug for Freedom Move USA. We love those guys over there. Everybody at Freedom Move USA is awesome.
The ultimate unique selling proposition.
Pretty amazing. One of those agents just put out that unique selling proposition and did over 40 transactions with $0 marketing dollars in his first year. Why? Because hey, you've got something that nobody else does. So
there it is.
Yeah. If you're not rocking a USP, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to stick inside of this note like trust category and do your damnedest to be relatable to your audience and educate. So, and then use all of these different vehicles and make sure that you're communicating consistently, or get in line with a unique selling proposition that's unique to the market. Good. Awesome. Gentlemen, any final thoughts and takeaways here before we go ahead and wrap up the roundtable on this masterful Wednesday?
Yeah. You want to go first, Sack?
No.
All right, I will. I'll take that. I don't do this, and I'm going to do it today. So we're talking unique selling propositions. I have one. If you are in the New Jersey, the PA, or the Florida market, and you're looking for a tool to assist your sellers and your buyers that no one else in the market has, give your boy a call.
Wait. Can we go into that a little bit more? We got a couple minutes.
So it's called Cash to Keys, and it's setting your buyer up as a cash buyer.
So huge pain point right now.
Right.
If you are not a cash buyer, putting in an offer, you are in the back seat, right? There are more cash offers now than ever between institutions and individuals that have cashed out from other states with a big paycheck, moving across country to another location that's not quite as expensive. They have cash in their pocket and they are outbidding you, and it's very frustrating. So this program puts you, the borrower who does not have cash, in the same position as a cash buyer, and it is extremely powerful.
Oh, thank you for that. And we haven't not talked about this. I don't typically plug things. I plugged that today because it was a USP. It was a pain point, and I think it can help some people.
Yep. I think there's going to be a lot more
companies in the game. I think at this stage in the game, Gino, we have a lot of valuable things we can offer folks to directly help them in their businesses. And we usually just stay on topic and kind of talk strategy and various different things. But there's so much stuff that people can access right now if they actually cross the threshold and start getting on the line with you two fine gentlemen. So,
and you, which we'll talk about that after the show as well.
Good. Oh, I've got an announcement.
Let's hear it.
So Freedom Move USA just got accepted in Perks Plan, which is the largest employee benefits program in the United States of America for companies as large as Lockheed Martin. We're going to be in front of 25 million American citizens at all times when they're logging in through their company benefits. There's over 10,000 human resources departments, National Football, NFL alumni associations. The list just goes on and on. So Freedom Move USA is in there right underneath pods. So you can either save 10% at pods, or you can save $10,000 to $25,000 on your next move. So we're super pumped. This is going to be absolutely huge, and we love perks plans. And all of our agents at Freedom Move USA get their own perks plan as well. So they can save tens of or thousands of dollars throughout the year on going through some of those portals with some of the biggest companies like Amazon, Chewy.com. If you guys are buying dog food or pets products, really awesome. All of our agents as well are getting free continued education. Doesn't cost you anything anymore. So a lot of fun stuff. I mean, there's so much cool stuff happening behind the scenes. But isn't that awesome, Nick?
Unbelievable. Perks plans is really cool.
Yeah.
Another value bomb for your consumer.
Yeah.
And by the way, what's it cost you?
Wait, check this out. Every single one of the agents that come over to Clever Leads now can get their own perks plans that they can offer to every single one of their people in the marketplace. Look at all the content there.
What?
That they. Oh, wow. Send out that letter. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jake Wolfe with XYZ Company, and here's your username and password, and be blessed and unstoppable. Save thousands of dollars throughout the year on all of your travel, insurance, and education, and purchasing. And think about me if you need anything in real estate. So
I will cap this off with, we've talked about a lot of valuable things that you can offer people. Please remove from your email signature, from your social media handles, from anywhere that's public view, that I love referrals. Please. That provides no value to anybody, and you have what's called commission breath. Okay, provide value and deals will come.
That's hilarious. Wait a second. Competition. Real quick. One last thought.
Oh man, I thought this mic dropped. I thought we were done.
Is it important for me to be watching the other real estate agents in the marketplace, seeing what they're doing, so that I can go ahead and get a good handle on what I need to do to step up?
Do we have an extra 5 minutes? Because I'm going to go yes and no on that.
Okay. Yes and no. Tune back another time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about competition in your marketplace. So, gentlemen, this was fun. Just in roundtable, just talk about a lot of these different concepts, and hopefully everybody that's been listening got some value today. Ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed and unstoppable. If you need anything, need any help, we're here for you as always. We do ask that you go ahead and shoot us a like, send some comments wherever you're seeing this. It really helps the algorithm. If you guys see Greg Daniel out on the streets, tell him we said hello. And
I was going to say, if you didn't like today's show, make sure you call Greg. Don't call us.
Yeah. Call Greg, and then he'll fire us for you. So, Gino, how can people get in touch with you if they need some help?
You know, by now, I hope you know how to get me on social. You've been following me for 6 years, and you still don't tell me that you're in the business. So just hit me on any of the socials, or you can just go to genevolpe.com. I just have my calendar there. Get on my calendar.
Nick, how can they get in touch with you?
I would say hop over to reunation.com. Check out all the programs we got going on there. Tuesdays and Thursdays, Real Estate America News is really powerful. We're dropping some really good knowledge there. All of the content from what we're doing, Marketing Roundtable, everything is in there. And there's also some other people in there that you might not know that you could be introduced to.
And a lot more people coming in.
Yeah.
Woo, it's fun over there. I can be approached at runation.com too, ladies and gentlemen. I don't bite. All right. You guys have a blessing and stop the rest of your day. And we will see you next time. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.